Hi everyone, I'm Daniela, and today we're making Nutella banana bread in the air fryer. So many of you loved my chocolate and walnut version that I had to share this one with you. Let's get into it. Peel 3 ripe bananas and put them into a large bowl. Mine could have been a little more ripe, but they still worked perfectly for this recipe. I also like to make sure to peel off any stringy bits from the banana. Give the bananas a good mash with the back of a fork or a potato masher, or even get in there with your hands. You want to make sure to break down all the big chunks of banana so that the banana flavor goes throughout your bread and you don't have lumpy bits in your mixture. To the bananas, add 1 egg that's been left out at room temperature. A good tip to bring a fridge cold egg up to room temperature is to put it in a glass of warm water for about 10 minutes. Blend the egg in with your banana. And if, like mine, your bananas aren't overly ripe, make sure you squish all the big pieces. To the mixture, add 4 grams, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, a pinch of salt, half a cup, 120 milliliters of a neutral oil, I'm using avocado, and half a cup, 125 milliliters of sour cream. The sour cream in this recipe keeps it so moist. If you don't have sour cream, you could also use Greek yogurt. The sourness in the yogurt or the sour cream helps the rising agents to lift this bread right up. Give that all a good stir. Then add in 2.5 grams, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. I like to add the cinnamon into the wet ingredients because the fat from the sour cream and the oil helps to really activate the cinnamon flavor. Then add in 100 grams, half a cup of dark brown sugar. You can use light if that's what you have, but dark will add a richer flavor. Then right on top of our wet ingredients, add in 180 grams, 1.5 cups of flour, 4 grams, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and 2 grams, half a teaspoon of baking powder. I like to give that a little stir on the top of the wet ingredients so that it comes together before mixing it all in. This mimics mixing it in a separate bowl and then adding it in. It just means less washing up. Then combine the entire mixture together, making sure there are no large bits of flour left. A few tiny streaks is fine. Now, to make sure we get the most Nutella-y flavor out of our banana bread, we're adding in 60 grams, half a cup of chopped hazelnuts, and 90 grams, half a cup of chocolate chips. I'm using dark chocolate chips, but use whatever you like. I'm adding in a swirl of Nutella halfway through and on the top because it's one of my favorite flavors. You do need to warm the Nutella up a little bit, but make sure not to do it in its jar because you might have remnants of the metal lid, and that can cause your microwave to spark. Measure out your Nutella. You'll need about 6 tablespoons, just over 100 grams. So we're going to pop it in the microwave for about 30 seconds until it's nice and runny. This recipe makes 2 1-pound loaves because that's what fits in my air fryer. But you can just as easily make a 2-pound loaf if your air fryer is big enough. If you only want to make 1 1-pound loaf, have your ingredients still using 1 whole egg, but instead of 3 bananas, use 1. I'm adding 1/4 of my batter to each of my loaf tins and then drizzling 1/4 of the amount of the Nutella into each tin. Give that a swirl so that the Nutella ripples through the bread. Then top off each loaf tin with the remaining batter. Spread out that second layer. Drizzle on the rest of your Nutella and give it another swirl. Preheat your air fryer to 175 degrees Celsius or 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and make sure you're using the bake setting. My air fryer only really holds 1 of these tins at a time, so I'm baking them separately. The 1-pound loaf will need about 25 to 30 minutes, and the 2-pound loaf will need about 45 to 55 minutes. You'll know it's ready by probing it with an instant read thermometer. When it reaches 88 degrees Celsius or 190 degrees Fahrenheit, your bread is done. If you're doing this in a traditional oven, tack on 5 to 10 minutes for each loaf. Let the bread cool for about 10 minutes in the tin, and then running a knife around the edges, remove it and let it cool completely before slicing into it, if you can wait that long. If you found this helpful, please hit the like button down below and make sure to hit the subscribe button while you're there. I come out with a new video every week. And Gordon thinks you're gonna like this video next. See you next time.